Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to get it done. It's time for you to focus on the now. You got to get your priorities straight right now. Because those that are dedicated to success speak a language that excuses will never understand. You can't sit and wait for somebody to do it for you. You got to stop waiting for something to happen, and you got to make it happen. Get it done right now. You see, there are so many people in this world right now, they're just sitting around waiting. Oh, I can do it tomorrow. Waiting. Oh, don't worry about it. It's not that important. Waiting. That's the mentality that many people have. They like to wait instead of doing. They like to talk about it, but they're never gonna be about it. You're waiting for someone to say do this or do that when you know in your mind that it needs to be done. Oh, I get it. It's that new time of the year again. It took you a year to realize that you needed to do something. It took you a year to realize that, hey, I should have done this last year. Shoulda, coulda, woulda ain't got nothing to do with right now. You got to step aside, and you got to step up, and you got to get in your own lane, and you got to do what's necessary. Stop waiting for a trend to happen. Stop letting other people dictate your life. Instead, you take control of your life. Take control of it. Do something with it. Stop making excuses. This is what we're talking about. Getting it done and getting it done now. Do you realize how powerful excuses are? Excuses can be manifested in many people around the world. People tend to hold on to excuses rather than just dedicate themselves to the priorities that are before them. How valuable is your health right now? Why does it take so long for you to realize that you need to do something to stay healthy? Mentally and physically. See, ladies and gentlemen, we live in a very busy society. And we tend to let other things control our lives. Think about it. You work your 9 to 5, and then your 9 to 5 becomes 12-hour shifts. You forget about the importance of yourself. You forget that nothing can work or get done without you being behind it. Whether you own a company or you work for a company, you got to get it done within yourself and prioritize the things that are necessary for you to function in your life. Let's stop pretending. Let's stop playing this game that everybody likes to play from time to time. Let's stop thinking of just make money, make money, make money. How about make life? How about live life? How about not basing everything off of materialistic things? Because guess what, ladies and gentlemen, you can't take it with you when you're gone. But if you're taking care of the things that are important right now, you'll be amazed how far you can really go in your life. You realize that there are people out there who don't have a depression. They can't help that they're homeless. They can't help that they don't have a job anymore. We don't know the circumstances. We don't know the backstories behind these individuals. But I can promise you, there are people out there that are just downright selfish. And they refuse to do the right thing. So they take life for granted. They take their jobs for granted. They take their families for granted. They take friendships for granted. They feel like they're untouchable. Don't let that be you. Why not be the person that makes the right choices and just get it done? Look around you. Have you really paid attention to how our mindset is in society today? From our mature people to the youth, look around you. What type of examples are we setting for our future, ladies and gentlemen? When are we gonna stop having these mindsets to say that I can do it the next day or the day after? No, do it right now. If it needs to get it done now. Because if tomorrow comes for you, something else is gonna block your path and you can't get done the thing that needs to be done at that moment. Because something else got in your way. And then you get bombarded. And then you want to quit. And then you say you don't have the time. You don't make the time. You don't have enough time to do this. You don't have time to do that. I got to pick up my kids. I got this. I got that. No, you got to set the standards. You got to stop saying what you can't do and what won't be done. There are going to be challenges. You are going to go through some ups and downs. You're going to have to make certain sacrifices. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, sacrificing. Meaning that you're going to have to give up certain things so that other things can get done right. You don't have time to be sitting around thinking you're the only one that's got to struggle. You're not the only one in the world that's got to take care of children. You're not the only one in the world that's working 2, maybe 3 jobs. But you got to get things that need to be done right. It doesn't matter if you're a single parent. It doesn't matter if you're a CEO of a business. It doesn't matter what you are doing. It always comes back to the mindset of the individual. You've got to designate the right things in your life. What if you're wasting valuable time on excuses? Guess what? Excuses loves to celebrate when you don't get it done. So if you're that person that just can't seem to break those bad habits, if you're that person that always seems to care more for everybody else and forget about yourself, you're not gonna get very far. Like I said, sacrifice. Sacrifice. Sometimes you got to sacrifice people. Sometimes you got to say, hey, you're not gonna get me in a position that I need to be, and I need to be in a better position. So I may have to sacrifice the time that I've been spending with you and give myself a little bit more time so I can better myself. This is what this is about, ladies and gentlemen. It's about you, the individual. Sometimes you got to say, hey, it's about me today. It's about me getting things done and getting it done right now. It's up to you now. So get it done. Get it done.